Welcome back to Supremely Black Podcast. I think this is a dope story coming out of Howard University. It has received over 37,000 applicants for their incoming freshman class, which is a recent spike that has not been seen since the telecom show A Different World. With this show premiering in 1987, which was considered a spinoff from The Cosby Show and the fictional Hillman College campus, it ran on for 6 seasons. But during that time frame, the latest spike that we had seen in HBCU enrollment increased from 25% between 1976 and 1994. So with this show being in the middle of that, you can see that a lot of it had, a connection to the TV show that had went viral and people really drew on to it. And they talked about a lot of the things that were going on within for Black college students, the things that went on at HBCUs, and just speaking about a lot of the stereotypes that were placed among Black kids in America at that particular time. I just kind of find it funny that 37 years later, after the premiere, it's still the same things that are going on. Some of the same fights are still being fought. But I think this is a very interesting clip that for people that grew up watching In a Different World is going to appreciate.
When the groundbreaking TV show A Different World introduced viewers to life on the campus of the fictional, historically Black Hillman College. A brand new flavor for primetime.
You need to work on your raps.
Tackling issues like domestic violence, AIDS, war, and police brutality, it ushered in an era of Black collegiate and cultural pride. Now, almost 4 decades later, it's a different world indeed, with diversity initiatives wiped away, affirmative action gone, Black history silenced, and Black leaders forced out. Some of the show's generation-shaping values seem under attack.
We got a show to do.
Let's get it on.
I recently caught up with the cast on the campus of Howard University to talk about politics, racial representation, and the show's enduring legacy.
So it's been 30 years. Does it feel like it?
It's been 38.
38.
Yeah, you were.
But I appreciate the shaving. I appreciate the shave, brother. Thank you.
38
Very
years?
kind.
It does not feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
And
No.
particularly when we get back together.
Yeah.
We have to remind ourselves that with children that time has passed because this feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
And it also feels like some of the same issues that you all confronted in the show are resonating today. Issues of diversity, police brutality, apartheid. Does it feel like a show like yours is as relevant today as it was then?
Definitely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And the fact that generations that weren't even born in the same decade as when we shot it are still gripped by the episodes and the show has testament to it.
Well, and still grappling with the same issues that we were addressing.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the unfortunate reality.
Right.
Well, as long as we don't lose sight that even if it is the same issues that have to be dealt with, that we are still raising a generation that is prepared to deal with.
Yes. Come on, Glenn.
How intentional was that idea then?
100%.
100%, yeah.
We tackled all of the issues that you see college kids attack. For me, on campus, we were protesting apartheid when I was in college. On A Different World, the kids were protesting apartheid and censorship on the radios. And now you have Black Lives Matter. Yeah. It's watching it change over generation, but the struggle is always real.
So you guys are doing this tour now in the midst of what could be considered an attack on affirmative action, D&I, Black history. And I wonder how you're connecting to a new generation of students who are engaging with so many competing forces.
I think the point is to let them know, give them the permission to know that they are empowered to have the conversation. Just because someone tells you to stop talking doesn't mean you stop talking. Or someone tells you that we're no longer going to make this information available to you, you need to go and find it. You need to vote. You need to read.
You say that again?
You need to vote. What's happening in the world today is an all-out assault. All-out assault on the truth of history, on the rights that we have fought and earned. People are trying to turn back the clock. So you got to know who is who. And if for no other reason, vote for the future you know you need to have in order to participate, especially in this country.
Tremaine Lee, NBC News.